The Genin Academy graduation ceremony had ended. Among the celebration, one boy stood frozen, his paper marked with a single word: fail.
Third year in a row. Everyone else passed. What's the point of even going home?
Daichi walked the long way home, past the towering Hokage building, as the sun dipped below the roofs.
Mom will cry again. She'll say, "It's okay." I see the disappointment.
Then he saw it. A top-floor window swinging open. An Anbu slipped out onto the roof and vanished into the dusk.
The Hokage is at that dinner tonight. The tower is nearly empty, and that window is still open. Everyone says the Forbidden Scroll is inside. One jutsu from it could bypass the exam. I could pass. If I get caught, I am finished. But if I don't try, I am already invisible. Tonight, I'll sneak in. I'll just copy one technique. No one will ever know.
He crumpled the exam paper in his fist and turned back toward the tower, dangerous hope igniting behind his eyes.
Daichi, you are home late. The ceremony, was it today?
She already knows. The way her hands tremble, she's been crying.
It's okay. Whatever the paper says, you are still my son. We'll find another way.
He pulled the exam scroll from his pocket and held it over the dying stove flame, watching it catch. Later, while buying a steamed bun in the market, Daichi caught an Anbu conversation near the stall.
The Hokage will be at Lord Tanaka's dinner until well past midnight. Patrols around the tower are halved.
Halved patrols. An open window. This is the only chance I'll ever get.
He slipped into the shadows and found an old Anbu mask in a supply shed, hardly used, still smelling of the previous owner. At the stroke of midnight, Daichi knelt at the base of the Hokage tower, the mask heavy on his face.
No turning back. Whatever happens, it's better than failing everyone again.
He fixed his mask and ran up the vertical stone, chakra humming in his soles. At the top, he pulled himself through the open window into a dark corridor.
No guards. The posts are empty. Either they're all at the dinner, or this is a ghost patrol.
He crept past empty guard posts, every footstep a risk, until he reached the imposing iron door of the Forbidden Vault.
The Forbidden Scroll Vault. It's not even sealed.
He pressed his palm to the cold metal. Blue runes flared, then died. The door clicked open with a sigh.
Unlocked. That's impossible. It's a trap.
But the door was already swinging wide, revealing a chamber bathed in golden light.
This can't be real. 99 scrolls floating in midair.
At the center, larger than the rest, the Forbidden Scroll hung unfurled, its surface alive with glowing kanji. He seized the Forbidden Scroll with both hands and pulled it open to the first technique. The instant his eyes met the kanji, a burning line of chakra raced from his fingers to his core.
What? My chakra is acting on its own. I can't let go.
His eyes flared gold, and the runes lifted off the parchment, flowing like liquid fire into his pupils.
Stop! I just wanted one technique, not all of this.
But the scroll's chakra had synced with his, and it dragged him through jutsu after jutsu after jutsu without mercy. Fire, water, wind, earth, each sealed technique burned itself into his mind, crowding out his own thoughts.
My head is splitting. The voices of 100 jutsu. I can't stop reading.
Somewhere in the cascade, a flicker of a face appeared, a man with kind eyes, writing in a journal. But the vision shattered as the next wave of forbidden knowledge slammed into Daichi, binding him tighter to the scroll. Outside the vault window, the moon crawled across the sky. Inside, Daichi didn't move, only his eyes churned with stolen light.
87. 88. The count burns into me. I'll go mad before 100.
His body convulsed, every nerve on fire, but his grip on the parchment stayed iron tight. Then the vision returned. The dark-haired man set down his brush and turned. For one heartbeat, his gaze met Daichi's.
Who is he? I know those eyes, but I've never seen him before.
The man's lips moved, but no sound came. Then the image dissolved into the 99th technique.
100. It's done. All of them. Inside me.
As the first ray of sun pierced the dusty window, the scroll's glow died, and Daichi crashed to the floor like a puppet with cut strings. He lay sprawled among the fallen scrolls, his breath shallow, the forbidden knowledge a silent storm inside his chest.
Did I survive? Or did I just trade one death for another?
Full consciousness hit Daichi like a blade. Morning light blazed through the high window.
Too much chakra. It's roaring inside me, fighting to get out.
He tried to suppress it, but a surge burst from his palm, a crack splintering across the stone wall.
That sound will bring every guard in the tower. Move.
He scrambled through the vault entrance and into the dark hallway, stumbling against the wall. His shoulder knocked a porcelain vase from its pedestal, shattering it across the stone floor.
Loud, too loud. Every sound is a countdown to capture.
Behind him, in the empty vault, the forbidden scroll rolled itself back into a tight coil, the kanji fading. Daichi rounded the final corner. The main exit stood ahead, morning light spilling through like a promise.
Just a few more steps. Please, let me make it outside.
Daichi burst through the tower doors into the cold morning air, gasping for breath. A violent sneeze seized him before he could take 3 steps. The air ignited. A torrent of fire roared from his mouth and nose, shooting across the empty street. The blast struck a wooden bakery across the way, and the building erupted like dry kindling.
Number, that wasn't me. It can't be.
Before the smoke cleared, dark figures flickered into existence around him. Anbu, weapons drawn.
Don't move. You are under arrest for the use of forbidden fire release.
Rough hands forced him to his knees, pulling his stolen mask down over his face. The bakery collapsed behind them, black smoke staining the dawn sky.
I wanted to save my future, but I just destroyed it.
The Anbu hauled Daichi through the tower's polished halls, his stolen mask smeared with soot. They shoved him hard onto the tatami floor before an aged man in a wide red hat, the Hokage.
Leave us. I will question this boy myself. Ensure no one enters until I call.
He's not shouting. He's not ordering my execution. What game is this?
State your full name, boy, and do not lie to me.
Daichi. My mother is Chiyo. She's a civilian. We have no other family.
Your eyes still burn with the scroll's golden light. That should be fatal for an untrained child. Tell me truly, was your father's name Kaito?
Father, that name. Mother only whispered it once. How does the Hokage know?
The Hokage leaned forward, his pipe forgotten, a terrifying question hanging in the air.
Kaito was my finest student. We researched the scroll together until his chakra was deemed incompatible.
For a moment, a ghostly image flickered, a younger Hokage and a dark-haired man laughing over a tattered journal.
He attempted the synchronization anyway. His body survived 6 hours, but his mind never returned.
My father died for this scroll. That vision I saw, was it his last memory?
I left the vault door unsealed that night. I needed a compatible candidate. I never expected his own son.
You used me. I could have died. You made me a test subject.
If you had failed, you would have died like he did. But you didn't. The scroll chose you.
I am alive because I am his son. But does that make it right?
A flash of memory, the younger Hokage clasping Kaito's hand, vowing to find a way to finish their work together.
I've waited 20 years for someone to complete what he started. You are that someone, Daichi. This scroll is not just a book of jutsu. It imprisons a demonic spirit born from the first forbidden technique.
A cold, dense chakra unfurled from the parchment, coiling through the air like a living shadow.
My chakra, it's resonating with that thing. I can feel it reaching out.
Your body won't withstand it long. This sealing tag will stop the immediate consumption.
With practiced speed, he pressed the talisman to Daichi's forehead. The writhing chakra subsided, but a dull burn remained.
That seal will last only a few hours. After that, the demon will begin devouring your life force. Your father lacked the compatible chakra. The demon rejected him, and his body burned out within hours.
So he died in agony while the scroll ate him alive. And now that same demon is inside me.
But you can survive. I can teach you to master all 100 jutsus and subdue the demon. However, you must fully submit to my training.
Train under the man who used me as bait. Can I ever trust him, or this cursed power?
Without a word, the Hokage opened a drawer and withdrew a worn leather journal, its pages yellowed with age.
This was your father's. He wrote in it every night while researching the scroll. Perhaps it will help you decide.
Daichi's fingers trembled as he accepted the book. The cover was stained with ink and something darker, old blood.
This handwriting, it's the same as the vision. He was documenting his struggle.
He wrote, "The demon speaks to me now. It promises power beyond measure. I must resist." Another entry read, "Chiyo is pregnant. If I fail, this child will never know me. I have to succeed."
He wasn't just a researcher. He was a father fighting for his family.
The final page. "If my son ever reads this, finish what I couldn't, protect them all."
I can't let his sacrifice be meaningless. I'll carry on his will. I'll train under you, Hokage. For my father. And for the village.
On the training ground, Daichi raised a trembling hand to form a simple fireball. The chakra erupted, scorching the earth 20 meters wide.
Can't even control one technique. How will I manage 100?
Control isn't about force. The scroll's power responds to your will, not your anger. Try again.
That night, as Daichi lay in his futon, a cold voice seeped into his mind like poison.
Let me out. Together, we can be unstoppable. Your father refused me. He died.
That voice, it's coming from inside the seal. It's speaking to me directly.
The next morning, during meditation by the koi pond, Daichi opened his eyes and saw his reflection twist into a monstrous, grinning face.
1 month, boy. Then you are mine. Your father couldn't resist. Neither will you.
He knows about my father. This demon has been watching, waiting for a compatible host.
Daichi broke the water's surface with a gasp, the demon's laughter echoing inside his skull. Later that morning, during a chakra control drill, Daichi collapsed mid-step, blood spurting from his lips.
The demon is accelerating its hold. The seals I placed are already breaking apart.
It's happening faster than he said. My body is giving out.
There is only one way to truly break the curse. You must enter your own mindscape and subdue the demon directly.
He explained the forbidden ritual. To enter a death-like trance, your spirit would travel to the deepest layer of your chakra, where the demon nests.
Your father attempted this same ritual. His body survived 6 hours on the surface, but his mind never returned.
So it's either die slowly as the demon consumes me, or risk dying now like he did.
You have 3 days. If you choose the ritual, you must believe in your own will completely. There is no second chance.
I already know my answer. I won't let my father's death be pointless.
He didn't speak his decision aloud, but the Hokage saw it in the set of his jaw. The boy had already chosen war. In a secluded chamber, the Hokage traced forbidden seals around Daichi's still body. A final exhale, and the boy's heartbeat slowed to a crawl. Daichi opened his eyes to a wasteland of cracked stone and bleeding sky. This was his own soul. A figure stepped from the shadows, wearing his father's face, but the eyes were hollow pits of crimson flame.
Look at you, Daichi. The boy who failed 3 times. Your mother cries every night because you exist.
Shut up! You don't know anything about her.
Your father died for nothing. His last thought was despair, knowing his worthless son would never finish what he started.
A kunai materialized in Daichi's hand, but the demon's words turned it to ash before he could strike. Every taunt struck deeper than any blade. His knees cracked against the stone floor.
Maybe he's right. I am nothing but a burden.
The demon's laughter consumed the horizon. and Daichi couldn't remember why he had ever chosen to fight. As Daichi knelt, a fragment of warmth cut through the void, his mother's arms around him, her voice on his first day at the academy.
Mother. She always said she was proud of me, no matter how many times I failed.
And his father's handwriting burned behind his eyes. "My son, protect them."
I am not my failures.
He thrust his hand forward, and a forbidden fire, Jutsu, roared to life. Born from the very power the demon had given him.
Fool. Using my own power against me. You'll only destroy yourself.
But Daichi pressed on, unleashing technique after technique. With each jutsu, a memory of his father faded, the sound of his laugh, the way he tilted his head when reading.
Why can't I remember his face clearly? It's slipping away.
But even as his heart ached with loss, he drove the demon back, finally seizing the upper hand. The demon's confidence wavered, but Daichi's victory tasted bitter. He knew the price was far from paid. The demon, kneeling in the ashen waste, extended a blood-red hand. Its voice softened to a father's gentleness.
Join me, Daichi. Together we could rule a nation. You would never fail again. Never see your mother cry.
I'd rather fail as myself every day than succeed as your puppet. My soul belongs to my family and my village.
Daichi formed the final hand seal, a technique his father had invented but never used. The jutsu that Kaito died for. Spears of pure light erupted from the ground, piercing the demon's form. It howled, its mask of Kaito's face splitting apart. The monster shattered into embers of gold and black, its final scream a promise of silence. The mindscape crumbled. Daichi's eyes opened in the candlelit chamber. The Hokage leaned over him, concern carved into his old face.
You are alive. The demon is gone. But your eyes, they've lost the scroll's glow entirely.
I am free, but when I try to picture my father, I can't recall his eyes. Everything else is a blur.
The Hokage bowed his head. You paid the same price he did. Kaito would be proud and heartbroken. 3 days later, Daichi stood before the Hokage on the training ground, his body still healing but his chakra settled at last.
Show me the fire dragon jutsu. If you've truly mastered the scroll's legacy, prove it here.
Daichi cupped his hands, and a serpent of flame coiled into existence. Perfect, controlled, its scales shimmering with forbidden heat.
That's a Kage-level jutsu. You've surpassed every cadet, Daichi. By my authority, you are now a special genin of this village.
Daichi tied the shiny new headband around his forehead, the mark of a true shinobi. But as he walked through the market, murmurs rose from the stalls. That's the scroll thief. The Hokage pardoned him. Maybe he's controlled, or maybe he's a monster in waiting. The words cut deep.
Even after everything, they still see me as the boy who failed. Maybe they always will.
Then he clenched his fist, the faint warmth of the dragon jutsu still echoing in his palm. He remembered his father's last words.
Father, I am doing it. I am protecting them. Even if they fear me, I won't let this village fall.
From that day, he was no longer just Daichi, the failure. He was Daichi, the Forbidden Scroll's heir, a prodigy, born from desperate thievery. The next morning, Daichi walked alone to the cliff overlooking the village, where a single stone marker stood among the wildflowers.
This is the first time I've come here. I couldn't face you before.
He placed the worn leather journal on the stone, the final entry facing the sky. The words seemed to glow. If my son ever reads this, finish what I couldn't. Protect them all. A warm breeze stirred the grass, and for just a moment, Daichi felt the weight of a hand on his shoulder.
I understand now. Thank you for never giving up on me.
He left the journal on the stone, a permanent tribute, and walked back toward the village as the sun climbed higher. When he reached home, his mother was waiting at the door, her eyes full of worry.
Daichi, you are smiling. What happened? You look lighter.
I am finally doing it, Father. Protecting them all.
A week later, Daichi embarked on his first official mission, a simple courier task to a neighboring village, alongside the cheerful Jin and Rin.
I am so excited, Daichi. Our first mission together. I wonder what kind of trouble we'll run into.
She's so energetic, used to be me, dreaming of adventures. Now everything is sharper.
They had barely left the village gate when shadows dropped from the trees. 4 bandits with hungry eyes and crude weapons.
Bandits! Daichi, there's too many. We need to run.
Stay behind me, Rin.
He formed a single hand sign, and a vortex of wind and fire burst from his palm, a forbidden technique used with surgical precision. The bandits were caught in the maelstrom, not burned, but battered senseless to the ground.
Daichi, that was incredible. You didn't even break a sweat.
As they completed the delivery, Rin couldn't stop staring at Daichi. The village's outcast had just become a hero in her eyes. Upon returning to the village, Daichi was summoned to the Hokage's office. The old man's expression was graver than ever.
Do you know why I truly left the vault open, Daichi? It was never about power. It was to find a successor with the right heart.
He unfurled a hidden scroll, the Hokage succession archive, bearing the names of every past leader.
Kaito left not just research, but a dream to raise a protector who would succeed where he failed. You are that protector.
All this time, he wasn't just testing my strength. He was looking for someone to carry the village's future.
Will you accept the path of my successor, Daichi? Someday, this hat will be yours.
I will become strong enough to protect everyone, like you and my father did. I accept.
The Hokage smiled, a heavy burden lifting from his old shoulders. He placed a hand on Daichi's head.
Then let's begin. Your father's legacy and the village's future rest with you now, Daichi.
From a desperate thief to the future, Hokage, Daichi's path had been carved by forbidden knowledge, sacrifice, and unyielding loyalty. Several evenings later, Daichi stood on the highest balcony of the Hokage Tower, the dying sun painting the village gold. The wind carried the scent of fresh bread from the repaired bakery, a reminder of his unintended destruction. Soft footsteps approached, and Daichi didn't need to turn to know it was Rin.
You look different, Daichi. Happier. Like someone who finally found his way home.
Home. I spent so long running from failure. I never realized this place was always waiting for me.
Together, they watched the village lights begin to twinkle below, one by one.
I think I finally know where I belong. And it's not a title or a headband. It's right here.
Then, let's make sure it stays that way, together, no matter what comes.
Daichi's smile softened as he bumped her fist, a silent promise passing between them. For the first time, the weight of the forbidden scroll felt not like a curse, but like a gift he was ready to carry. As the season turned toward a gentle autumn, Daichi walked through the morning market stone by stone. The whispers had changed. No longer the thief. Now they called him the guardian prodigy. In hushed, respectful tones, he paused and watched children chase each other past the rebuilt bakery, the one he had once destroyed, from their small home. His mother, Chio, watched him pass, her eyes glistening with pride.
My boy, you've grown into the man your father always knew you would become.
High in the Hokage Tower, the old man stood at his window, pipe smoke curling around a satisfied smile.
Your father would be proud, Daichi, and so am I.
On the training field that afternoon, Daichi opened his eyes after a long meditation, and a faint gold kanji pulsed within his irises. He understood now. The forbidden scroll was never a weapon. It was a legacy of sacrifice, and he was its living testament. The legacy of the forbidden scroll would never die. It would live on in every life he protected.